Excuse me. So today is March 24th, 2022. The day baby A was supposed to be born. This was my due date. But he was born March 10th, 2022. So I guess I just figured I'll do the birth story. Okay. So it's so crazy because my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, she texted me on Monday and she asked me, did I have him yet? And I was like, no, I'm waiting to get my sonogram picture. And I got my sonogram picture on Tuesday. And then I had him on Thursday. But anyway, I forgot how the conversation went, but I'll post a screenshot. But okay, so on Wednesday morning I had a pineapple smoothie. It was other stuff in there like bananas and strawberries and stuff, but it was more pineapples than anything. So I had a pineapple smoothie and I drank this probably around like 9, and I drank a lot. It was so good because pineapple's supposed to help soften your cervix. And I also had some dates, but I had them probably, I don't know, probably on Monday or Tuesday or something. But they don't taste that good. So then after I had the smoothie around 11 a.m. on Wednesday, that's when I was having pre-labor contractions. They wasn't bad contractions, like I could still move, I could still go on about my day. So then I had that on and off all day from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. that night. And I had text my mother-in-law telling her, I'm having contractions, but they're not strong. So yeah, just to, warn her, you're going to have to take me to the hospital soon. So then that night, well, I guess Thursday morning at 2 a.m. in the morning, I had woken up from my contractions. Like, they literally woke me up. It was so bad. So yeah, so I was just sitting on the edge of my bed, just counting the contractions, how close they was, and all that good stuff before I go to the hospital. And so I was having them for a while. I was sitting on my phone, and around like 5 a.m. that's when I was literally taking all of my stuff, like my hospital bag, getting my ID ready, put on my jacket, just making sure I had everything. And I was carrying them downstairs, and I left. Well, I sat downstairs for a little bit. Then I called my mother-in-law to tell her that, it's about that time. So then she drove me to the hospital and went in the hospital room, and that's when they put all that little stuff on me or whatever, and so they could listen, hear the heartbeat and my contractions, and draw blood and all that other extra crazy stuff that they be doing to me when you have a baby. So this thing, I'm so hot, but then when I take it off I'm so cold. Anyway, so my contractions started slowing down. They started slowing down, yeah, when I was in there, and I was only 2 centimeters dilated. Stink a butt. Stink a booty. I know you're still sleepy. It's okay, stink a booty. You didn't even sleep long. Trying to do my story. So where was I? Oh yeah, so 2 centimeters, and you have to be 4 centimeters. So the nurse was like, I think they're gonna send you home. I think your doctor's gonna wanna send you home. And I'm like, no, please tell him. No, I live 50 minutes away. I lied. I was like, I live 50 minutes away. There's no way I can come back. Please tell him to let me stay, beg him to let me stay. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him and see what he said. So then she comes back and she was like, he said he's gonna let you stay. And I was like, yes. Yes. And it's so crazy because that's the same thing that happened with Asaya. They was trying to send me home. And it's so crazy because 2 hours later when they put me in a freaking room, my water broke with Asaya. But yeah, so they let me stay, gave me a room, and my mother-in-law left. She went to work. And yeah, I was in the, delivery labor and delivery room. And I was sitting there talking to this nurse named Shavana. She was so nice. I loved her. But yeah, I was telling her that I want a natural birth, but I don't know if I could do it because, my husband's not here and I need support and blah, blah, blah. So she was like, well, just whatever you need, if you want the epidural, I could tell them. If you don't, then, whatever. But, she was real nice. She was really, really nice. And, me and her was just kicking a little bit. And so they made me eat because they was like, maybe if I eat, the contractions will, start coming in more. So I ate, which I had a sandwich. And I don't even remember what time I ate the sandwich. I don't remember, but if you watch my other video, it says all the times on there or whatever. So yeah, I ate a sandwich, and then the contractions started coming, but they were still bearable. And then at 5:15, 16, that's when my water broke, and it felt like literally a balloon. And I didn't feel this with Asaya because I was on epidural, so I literally felt everything this time. So it was like literally a balloon was like popped inside of me, like close to my bowel. But yeah, it was like, it didn't hurt or nothing. It just felt really weird. And then the water came out, and I was like, oh my God, my water broke, and I think I'm peeing. And the nurse came in, and I told her, I was like, my water broke, and I think I peed a little bit too. She was like, it's okay, whatever. So then the pain started coming really, really bad, and I was holding on to their life, to the little bars. I was squeezing the bars. It was painful. It was so painful. And then I told her, she was like, you want the epidural? And I was like, yes. So she was like, all right, I'm gonna call the epidural lady. So we waited on the epidural lady, and the epidural lady finally came in the room, and I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and Shavana, the nurse, she was rubbing the lower part of my back, and thank God she did. I swear to God, she was so freaking helpful. It didn't make no sense how helpful she was, because that made me feel so much better. I still felt pain, but it just made me feel like a little better. It just made me feel like a little better. So I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and she was rubbing my back. She was standing right here rubbing my back. And then the epidural lady, she was getting her little stuff ready behind me. And then Shavana was like, we're waiting for your doctor to come. And I was like, okay. And I'm just in pain. I'm in pain. I'm rocking like back and forth, And so then I was like, oh my God, where is he? And she was like, he said he was 3 minutes away, so he should be, walking down now or something. And so I was like, okay. And I was like, oh my God, you need to hurry up. And she was like, he's coming. Tears started coming down my face. And she was like, oh my gosh, no, don't cry. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then that last contraction, I died. I literally died. I cannot express. Oh my God. I cannot express how painful it was. I cannot. It was the worst pain of my life. That last contraction, I literally, like, my body was just like, I literally leaned on her, like, I just gave up. Like, it was so bad. And then once I leaned on her and she was wiping the tears off my face, I said, he's coming. I said, he's coming. And she was like, and she pushed me back on the bed and she looked and she was like, she pressed the emergency button. And then, and I think some of the nurses said they heard me say he's coming, like the nurses that was in the hallway or something, I don't know, but a whole bunch of nurses came in. I swear it was like six or seven nurses came in. And I was laying back, I laid back and I had my legs open and I could not move a muscle. When I had my hands down on my freaking vagina area, I had my hands down there and I could feel his head. I could feel his head. And I was like, no, the nurses was like, scoot down, scoot down. And I was like, I can't. And they was like, come on, just one little scoot, just scoot down. I'm just like, I can't. And I'm just looking at the ceiling like, I can't. And my hands are like down there, like on my vagina. I could feel his head, like my hand is like this, like on my baby's head. I'm like, I can't. She was like, push. Like some nurses was like, push. And I was like, I can't. Like I could not move. My legs were shaking. And then, what happened? Oh yeah, and then I just started pushing on my own. It was hurting so bad. I was like, it hurt. But I wasn't like screaming. Like I was just like in shock. Like, oh my gosh, can't believe this is really happening. Like I did want to have a natural birth, but I didn't expect it to go like this. So, so I pushed. His head was coming out, and everybody was saying stuff. I don't know what they were saying, but all I know is I kept saying I can't, and I kept saying it burns. And the doctor appeared out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from, but he was there. And so the baby A came out, and they laid him on me, and I was still in shock. And they was like, he's right here, and they was just trying to get my attention because I was frozen. I was just in shock. Like my body was in shock, my brain was in shock, I was in shock. So then they finally got my attention. I was like, oh my god. And then the goddamn doctor still down there. He tugging on something. He just tugging. He was like, I'm gonna need you to push one more time. And I was like, what? And he was like, I gotta get the placenta out. And I was like, what's the matter? You still sleepy? And I was like, oh my god. So I pushed one more time so the placenta could come out. And then the first thing I asked him, I said, did I tear? He said no. No, he didn't say no. One of the nurses said no. Yeah, one of the nurses was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, thank God. Because if I would have had to get stitches, oh my God, I would have cried some more because I would have felt every stitch. But I was just so sad. And I was like, I said to Shavana, we didn't even record. Because we were supposed to record. And she was like, I know, everything just happened so fast. And I was like, I know. And I was telling the nurse, and I was like, nobody's gonna believe me. Nobody's gonna believe that I did this without any epidural. It's like nobody. But I did it, and I'm so proud of myself. I did. But I really wish it was recorded, because I want to see myself. I know I looked stupid, especially when they was talking to me. I know I looked stupid because I was just like frozen. But talk about a story. Asaya, what's up? What? You supposed to be sleeping. That little hour nap you took. But yeah, baby A is now here. He's 2 weeks old now. And Asaya has a little brother. Right, Asaya? What are you trying to do? It's no comfort over here. And there go your brother crying. Peace out, you guys. Got babies to take care of. Okay, look. Okay. Not so hard, okay? You want to give him a kiss?